What's up, guys, and welcome back. I'm back here at Ghetto Toyota of Charlotte County, Florida, checking out yet another 2023 Toyota Crown. Now this time I have the top of the line model, because when you see me doing the first one, which was the XLE, I wasn't very impressed with it. This, however, redeemed itself in a lot of ways. Now I'm still having problems with the exterior of this vehicle, but it has a super cool engine which is totally different than on the XLE, as well as stuff on the interior. So if you want to find out the differences and see what I think about it, I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to start right up front, pop the hood, see what powers up this thing, walk around and talk about it, get inside of it, play with this new technology on this vehicle, and at the end of this video I'm going to take you for a spin with me. If you like watching videos like this, don't forget to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, give me a like, and turning on this bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content coming up. And now let's get back to this. Well, this new Crown came out for 2023 model year. However, the Crown badge is not new to Toyota. They've been making it for years and years. And this is supposed to replace the Avalon, which was discontinued for this model year. Now, when I first saw it and I did the review of the base model, the XLE trim, I thought it looked like a child that only a mother would love. And I'm still not quite sold on the exterior of this vehicle. However, this Platinum trim, which is the top of the line, looks a lot better than the XLE that I've done the review on. And I'm going to link that video somewhere in the back of this so you can check it out in case you want to see what you get in the base model. So first of all, this one has the dual tone paint, which is an option, not a very expensive one. We're going to get to the pricing in a bit. And as you can see, it has the black roof, black hood, and a black front end, and all the rest of this vehicle is gray. Now, as far as the lights, it also has the different lights. So the lights on this particular one are the quad LED lights, and as you can see, I have the vehicle running so I can show you of how this front blade-like looks. That's illuminated in front, and it goes through the entire width of this vehicle. Now, if you look at the front, it doesn't have a lot of open spaces. Just right here in between the bottom portion of the grille and the hood. Now, the grille is basically closed off with the exception of the very bottom portion there, and then it has a little bit of this chin spoiler and a little bit of this polished aluminum trim. Now, the Platinum is also coming equipped with the most powerful engine on the Crown. So let's pop the hood and let's see what it is. And here it is. So Toyota calls it the Hybrid Max, and what it is, it's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder intercooled and turbocharged engine with a hybrid assist. So it essentially has a electric engine on the rear axle in addition to this gasoline engine. Total output is 340 horsepower. Now, it's made it to a 6-speed regular transmission, so there's no CVT on this vehicle, which is great. It can also deliver 0 to 60 on this vehicle in about 5.1 seconds, so a lot faster than on the base one. As a reminder, that was a 2.5 liter hybrid engine with 3 electric motors, but it only produced about 236 horsepower versus 340, so that's about 100 horsepower difference. Now, I don't like the prop stick. I would like on the top of the line, if you're spending that much money, to have the struts to hold up the hood, but it does have some sound insulation, and I can't wait to take this vehicle for a spin. If we go around this vehicle and take a look at the side, this is probably my favorite profile of it, is the side profile, and especially with this one. It is a large vehicle, so it's 196 inches long, which is about the size of the regular Highlander, so it's rather large. And this one sits on these big wheels. It has 21-inch rims, multi-spoke wheels, which are two colors. You can see they're shiny black with a little bit of that silver polished aluminum trim. Michelin Primacy Tour tires, 225/45 is the size of it, and you have the cladding around the wheel wells as well as at the bottom of this vehicle. And overall, if you look at the color of it, they call it the heavy metal, which looks really good on this vehicle in combination with the black trimming. Now, I'm not sure why they left the top of the window trims in silver. I think it would look better if it was all blacked out, but it's also matching the door handles too. So if you see the door handles, they have a little bit of chrome on top, and they have the rest of it is black. And of course, it is equipped with the smart entry system. I just touched this vehicle, the keys in my pocket, and it locked itself, folding the mirrors in. And if I do the opposite, see the mirrors unfold. You also have the turn signal in the mirror, blind spot assist, and of course they're foldable mirrors as well. So large vehicle, looks pretty cool on the side. Let's move on to the back and let's see how it looks from here. And I'm not gonna lie, this is my least favorite portion of it, but it's very subjective. You might love it, so let's take a look. I probably should start by looking at how round it is from the side. So you can see this two-tone color kind of gets in the way, kind of breaks it up a little bit, and it has this LED light that again goes across the entire trunk. It has the Toyota logo on it, crown spelled out underneath, Platinum, and right here you have the reverse lights and the reflector lights. So a little bit of a combination of different sheens and colors on this vehicle. Doesn't look bad. And let's pop this trunk and let's see how it looks. So to operate it, we have this brand new Toyota fob, and with the lock, unlock, hold to open the rear trunk, and then hold to for the panic button. And surprisingly, I mean, it unlocks it, but it doesn't open it. So it would be nice, especially on the highest trim level, to have it open. And it looks like a hatchback, but it's not. I mean, you can see it's a regular trunk. It does have tons of room, however, on the inside. So you can see it's pretty deep, it's pretty wide, and it's pretty tall. And if you wanted to put more stuff in it, the seats fold down. It is a 60/40 split. You have the optional cargo mat here on this particular one. And let's see if we have the spare tire. And we do. There's a spare tire alongside with the jack and the tools to help you put this back on the vehicle. And if you wanted to fold down the seats on both sides, you actually have the pull levers to help you do that. This is going to unlock it. You're still going to have to get inside and of course push the seats forward. And in case you lock yourself inside of this trunk, you have this trunk release that glows in the dark that tells you to, hey, jump out of it and run away. Nothing else. On the inside, let's take a look what we have in the back seat. Well, let's take a look at the interior, and let's start with the rear door panel right here. And it looks pretty good, right? Nothing too crazy about it. I have a little bit of a hard plastic, but everything else is soft plastic, especially in the high touch areas where people are going to put their hands or arms on, right? So you have the door handle, you have the JBL speaker, part of this premium JBL stereo. You have 11 speakers. In the back, you also have the heated seats, and this is the button to operate it. You also have, of course, your window controls and the speaker at the bottom, a little bit cup holder or bottle holder there. Now, both seats, driver and passenger, have the seat back pockets, and this is how your seating area looks like. It is nicely trimmed with a leather, and the leather has the perforation in the middle. It's solid on the sides. It has this bronze trim, really nice. The tubing on the outside, and overall the seats are very comfortable. Now, it has the armrest with the cup holders, and you have your own vents for the rear passengers. No controls for it, but you do have two USB type C ports. Now it looks like it has enough room, but let me jump in and see if I'll fit. For those of you watching my videos, you probably get tired of looking at my knees, but this is how much room I have but before I would hit the back of the seat. Now, as a reminder, I am 6 feet tall, and I fit comfortably inside of this Toyota Crown. It feels very large. I also have plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder room. Definitely, as far as the leg room, there's no issues there. Now let's see what we have in the front. Let's check out the quality by listening to the sound of the closing door right here. Boom. No complaints here. Nice and heavy door. I like it. I like the feel of it. I like the weight of it. So in the front, basically similar as in the back, you have some of the soft touch materials. You also have the memory seat settings, 2 memory seat settings, and then you have the window mirror lock controls and a little bit of storage down underneath here, speaker in the front. Once you get in, you get greeted by this Toyota Crown on the door sill right here, and of course you have both driver and passenger power adjustments on the seats. The seats are nice and wide, more on the comfortable than sporty side. I like them. I like the way they look, and I like the way they feel. Now the interior is a lot nicer than on the XLE. When I get inside of it, I just want to point out the steering wheel tilt and telescoping is still manual adjustment. I would like to see maybe a power adjustment on this. And on the left hand side of the steering wheel, right underneath, you have the gas door opening and the trunk opener right there. Let me show you the rest of it. So let's see what we have on the interior of this 2023 Toyota Crown Platinum. Looks a lot nicer than the XLE edition, I gotta tell you. First of all, let's start on the side right there. You see the speaker right on top. Part of this 11 speaker JBL premium stereo. You also have this kind of bronze trimming on the side, kind of continuing through the entire vehicle. You also have the double tier or multiple tier dashboard with different shines, different materials. This is soft touch, this is harder touch. You also have the glove box right there. Two 12.3-inch screens, big steering wheel on the larger side, but it fits good to the touch. And you have a bunch of buttons on the side. We'll check out what they do. Toyota logo, of course, on the right hand side. You see that this is a cruise control settings, and then you have the different mode settings for your media and seek track button, that type of stuff. You also have on the other side back button, phone button, up and down, and okay to select. This is for what's going on in the instrument cluster. You also have the volume button and the voice control, and in the back you see the pedal shifters. So let's take a look. Instrument cluster right here, fully digital. Let's see if we can change stuff around. And yes, we can, of course. This vehicle is also equipped with the Toyota Sense 3.0, so the newest generation of all the safety feature on Toyota. So you can see the lane departure assist, blind spot monitoring, pre-collision system. You know, this is the PDA system. You know, tons of it. Rear collision traffic alert, rear collision, not sure what that is. There's parking sensors. You have the exit alert. All kinds of different safety features that are standard on this vehicle. What else do we have? We can move side to side. Let's go back here, and here is your instrument cluster. So on the right hand side you have the speedometer. On the left hand side you have, typical to the hybrid, eco, power and charge. Tells you where the power is coming or going. And then as far as the settings, let's see what else we have. Moving to the side, oh, you can change the different screens, 1, 2 and 3. So we're in the adaptive cruise mode. I'm not sure if I see. Oh, okay, I see. So what's changing, it's what's inside of these. So on here you have the trip meter on one side. On this one you have the eco zone and eco score, and you have the adaptive cruise mode, EV driving ratio, and then again it shows you the battery, whether it's charged or not. So let's see. Now this is, we're gonna change the settings. Hold to change the settings. Okay, so you can select, and out of these you can select of what's showing in the screen. So there's a lot of customization. I like that. You can check that out. We're gonna get out of here to the main screen, and then So back to the settings mode. So this is what you can do. You can customize a lot of stuff in here, which is nice for a change. And here's another 12.3-inch screen. This is your infotainment system. We've seen this system before. Navigation reimagined, so you can subscribe to this cloud-based navigation, or you can simply use your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay off of your phone. It's wireless connection. You also have the sources for the radio. Let's check it out. So right now there's some people that connected their phones here. You have Apple Music, Amazon Music, radio, and if we change to radio, you can see that they have the FM, AM, and the Sirius XM. Phone connections, I do have my phone connected here, so I'm going to show you that in a second. And as far as the vehicle settings, you have the climate, different options, and front, rear, trip information, comfort, as far as the seats, heated, ventilated seats. And by the way, this is a sticker that tells you Toyota's tracking you until you call them and tell them not to track you. But anyways, so you have the heated, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. And then let's go back to the vehicle settings. Energy flow, so typical to the hybrid vehicles. And Toyota's got it nailed down, basically. They were one of the first with the hybrid systems. So vehicle alert. Okay, we don't have anything set up for it. And then you go back to settings. You can register your profile. And with this new system, I believe once you register and you sign in on another vehicle with the same system, it's gonna adjust everything to the way that you set up on one. So you can get started in here. See your personal info, Bluetooth devices, general notifications display. So now we have connected. Use Android Auto. Let's start this up and let's see how the Android Auto screen looks on here. Let's see. There are no devices currently connected. Yeah, we are connected. There you go. Use apps on your screen. See, unlock. And continue. So this is your Android Auto. It is wireless connection. And there you go. Check this out. Nice and bright display. And you can also switch to the split mode. In here, you can switch to the menu mode. And if you hit Toyota, you go back to the Toyota screen. But it looks so good, and I like that it's a wireless connection. So let's go back to Toyota, and let's go to in reverse, and let's check out this rear view camera. So right now we're underneath this tent, so prevent the glare. And you see that there's a top-down view, so it's 360. You have the front view camera right here. And I am in reverse, not sure why it's not showing me the reverse. Oh yeah, I'm actually in drive, so I apologize for it. Here's reverse, so you have the active trajectory lines, and you can see that we are close to the two posts of this tent right here, so it's giving me the warning that this vehicle, there's something close to it, which is really nice. You also, as you turn the wheel, you have the front trajectory lines and the rear trajectory lines, so this very nice safety feature of it. So I like the camera. You can see right here different angles and different settings of the camera. So you have the cornering view under vehicle, which is pretty cool. If you start rolling, it's gonna give you that transparent hood. Let's see if we can I can demonstrate it for you. There you go. So as I move along, you can see that parts of what's underneath, because it's recording what's underneath the vehicle, and it shows me where I'm at. So it kind of gives you this transparent vehicle. Pretty cool feature, right? Especially if you're driving on off the beaten path. That's gonna help you out with this. So let's put it in park. Let's see what else we have underneath. You have the shortcuts, and you have your climate control settings. So dual zone climate control, and you can select the heated, ventilated seats right over here. Front window defogger, rear window defroster. That turns on the mirror defroster as well. Temperature control, up and down, fan control, steering wheel, heated steering wheel right here. You also have your wireless charging. Stick your phone in here, it's going to start charging. And then you have two USB Type-C ports, Yeah, a little bit of storage in front, 2 cup holders. This is a typical 2 hybrid gear shifter. So see, you have a little diagram of how to do it. Pull to the left and up for reverse, to the left and down for drive, and then push it to put it in park. You know, it's actually fairly easy to get used to. You have drive mode, so let's see what it does. We're going to get back to it. And then you have the traction control off, hold for your brakes, electronic parking brake, and then you have the little bit more storage right here. Now, can we open it like on the Lexus on both sides? Yes, we can. I also have the charging cable, pretty cool. And let's take a look at what modes do we have on this vehicle, because there's several of them. So let's check this out. And here are the modes. So you have Custom, Sport S Plus, Sport S, Normal, Comfort, and Eco mode. And this is the only display that's changing. Well, let's see. If we put it in Sport, do the display changes once it goes back to normal? Yeah, just got a little bit of a red background here. Nothing too crazy. But I'm actually going to leave it in Sport Plus to see how this vehicle drives for a test drive. But before we go on the test drive, let's check this out, see what's on top. So you have your HomeLink system on the mirror. This particular one doesn't have that digital mirror, which would be a nice feature to have. It also has a fixed panoramic sunroof. You can't open it, but you can open the shade to allow all of this light to get inside of here. And it's basically a fixed glass panel. And close it same way, one touch. Lights, LEDs. We have the illuminated vanity mirrors. This is what it is on the inside. Well, let's take it for a spin. As always, before we take it for a spin, let's take a look at the website and let's see what different trim levels are available. And there's only 3. So XLE is the first one, and I've done this trim as far as the review. $39,950 is the starting MSRP. Kind of unappealing, at least to me. It's very subjective. The engine, 236 horsepower. It's got the different engine than this one. Both actually, the XLE and the Limited, which is the second trim, have the less powerful engine. So the Limited starts at 45,550 and the Platinum starts at 52,350. Now it happens that I have the sticker on this vehicle here. Let's take a look. What's the add-ons here? So the premium paint charge is $425 and the two-tone paint $550. Again, the paint color is heavy metal right there. So the total MSRP, alongside with the few options added at the distribution center, we have $56,040. That's the MSRP on this vehicle. Now let's talk about the gas mileage, because it's not as good as on the less powerful engine. Now the other one was made for the gas savings. This one is made for performance, so we'll see if that's going to live up to the expectation. But the gas mileage is 30 combined, and that's 29 in the city, 32 on the highway. I can't wait to put it in gear and start driving, so let's go. And as always, we're going to start with making some circles around this parking lot to see how tight the turning radius is. Now let's check this out. Steering wheel all the way to the right. Well, let's go. It's actually not bad at all. Very tight. And I just want to confirm that I have it in the Sport Plus mode. Yep. Nice suspension. Yeah, and I can tell right away as soon as I push my foot on the accelerator that it's a lot peppier, if that's a word, than the lesser powerful engine. Of course, that would make sense, but you feel it right away. Now, here's the thing about this vehicle. It feels good. Now, it replaces the Avalon, and the Avalon was it's a mid-size sedan, so is this. The seats are nice and comfortable. I like them. They're not very supportive as far as the sporty driving, so, you know, you kind of give or take. This is more made for comfort than performance, I guess. But, you know, as far as the performance, the lesser powerful engine would deliver the 0 to 60 in about 7.2 seconds, and Toyota claims that this can do it in 5.1. So 2 seconds better as far as the performance. I have a few speed bumps in here. Let's see how this suspension is going to soak it up. Now in the Sport Plus mode, I quickly switch it to Comfort. Hopefully let it adjust, and let's see if we're going to feel any difference here. A little bit. Yeah. So we have a little bit of difference in the suspension settings. Back to Sport Plus, so I don't forget to switch it. Now let's take it on the road. And since there's nobody behind us, let's stop right here and let's check this acceleration here. Let's go. Wow. 60. Yeah. Yes. A lot better. A lot better than the XLE that I've tested. Yes, it's about $10,000 more, but I think it's well worth it. I mean, the engine itself, not to mention all of the features that you get with this one that we didn't get on the XLE. Now, the leather trimmed seats, the panoramic sunroof, the two-tone paint, the big screens, the better stereo. You know, it depends. I mean, of course, if you're on the budget, you know, check out the XLE. Maybe you'll like it. But if your budget allows you to spend that extra money, I would definitely splurge and go for the Platinum trim. Overall, it's nice and quiet when you drive it. Let's see what happens when I step on it. Still not bad. And a very nice gradual acceleration. That hybrid system is really, really nice. It's a different combination than the lesser one. Now the less powerful engine is also a 4-cylinder. It is a 2.5-liter engine, and it's combined with 3 electric motors. Now this is a 2.4-liter engine with combination with 1 electric motor that sits in the back, making this vehicle, of course, an all-wheel drive. If I'm sitting on the interior and I didn't see the exterior of this vehicle, and I go like, man, I'm sold, I'm buying this vehicle. But when I look at the exterior, I gotta tell you, it's still not my favorite. It's just not me. A lot of people might like it. I get a lot of comments on my previous video saying, hey, you know what, I like this exterior, I think it's the best. And this is the beauty of it. We all like different things. You might love something that I hate, and vice versa, and that's okay. That's why they have all these different models. So if you love the exterior of this vehicle, definitely check out this Platinum trim, because it is amazing. It truly is. I like it a lot better than the XLE trim. I haven't done the Limited and probably won't do it. It's just, you know, a few more features than the XLE, but this is it. This would be my choice if I was shopping for a vehicle like this. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you learned one thing, and if you did, then show me some love. Give me the like, subscribe, and turn on this bell notification bell so we can trick this YouTube algorithm and I can get access to more vehicles such as this one for a longer testing. Well, thank you very much again, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.